I've learned something since I posted my first video, and that is to say that, I need to have my head further up. I'm a little distressed at the moment. I started out to make this channel so that everyday individuals from, perhaps even disadvantaged backgrounds, may be able to relate and identify, as opposed to, those that have access to, services through their medical health insurance and stuff like that. And I guess that's in America. I have watched other YouTube channels, and I subscribe to a couple where they edit their videos and stuff along those lines, and it's very commercialized. I don't want this channel to be like that. So hopefully it'll be raw. If I got really honest, the voices in my head have told me that, if I was to take this route, then perhaps by the end of the year I'd be a millionaire. Start up a Patreon page and, get people to donate. But I guess you'll find out more about my psychosis and how it affects me, and some of the grandiose ideations, that I experience in a very juvenile and infantile manner. I'm going to be talking about my mental illness, the trauma that I experienced in my early youth. And it'll be messy, I assume. I guess there's always been a part of me in a very self-seeking manner that's wanted to be celebrated and applauded. And I'm starting to let that go. If being a commercial success gets you a shitload of followers and a monthly income stream, then I'm not willing to do that. I'm on a disability support pension. I live here in Siem Reap, Cambodia. My needs are basically met. My basic needs are met. And, it's okay. I still play the lottery. I can run with that and tell myself all kinds of stories. And I guess that's what I'd like to open up about. Where I guess even after having attended 12-step fellowship meetings for over 20 years, I still can't find that connection, or I fear it doesn't exist. If I was to get open, or, if I was to share intimately about some of the revelations I've had in regard to insight and awareness about, my journey in recovery. I don't know how much of it would be Google approved, but I guess that's part of the learning experience as well. I don't really know what else to say. But hopefully, it might inspire me to get out into the community here in Siem Reap and give people some insight, and not so much insight, but just allow my creativity to come to the fore, because my creative side has a very corrupt aspect to it as well, and that's due to having to learn how to survive and compose, having to learn how to survive and cope in a very dysfunctional and distorted childhood. So I think I'll leave it at that. Keep them short and sweet, and leave the complex stuff to those that are more academically gifted. Ciao.